What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching Bumblebee's Journey. This is just a web series where we're talking about the Bumblebee solo film in a Transformers cinematic universe. This is episode number 14, and in this episode, we're going to do a little bit of a recap on some of the things that we saw that was filming in the previous weeks, and then we're going to talk about some new filming locations. So first of all, just a little bit over a week ago, we knew that they were filming in the Marin County area of California, specifically Mount Tamalpais. You're gonna have to forgive me for my mispronunciation. It's just that this is the first time that I'm hearing about this location. Anyways, what was filmed there was, of course, Bumblebee in his Volkswagen Bug alt mode, and also what was there was the it's this camera crane vehicle, and what this vehicle is capable of doing is filming high-speed car chases. Now, I'm not completely suggesting that a high-speed chase sequence is going to take place there, but it is a Transformers film, so that could happen. Now, looking at this wide shot, you can see that there's these winding roads, and I'm just thinking that this would be a great location for a high-speed car chase, just because, I mean, look at it, winding roads, and Bumblebee as a Volkswagen Bug, and perhaps there's another vehicle chasing him. That could make for a really exciting sequence, and I'm thinking that's exactly what we're gonna get, because based on this close-up shot, we see that here is the stunt version of Bumblebee. And how do we know that? We know that because on the top of the vehicle, that's where the stunt driver takes control. These types of vehicles are used for focusing on the performance of the actor. So you can get some close-up shots while the actors are performing, and the actors, like for example, Jason Drucker and Haley Steinfeld, they can focus on the performance as opposed to the actual stunt driving. Let the stunt drivers focus and worry about that. They're gonna do it on top of the vehicle. So that's really, really exciting. So we do know that there is going to be a stunt sequence taking place here, and the stunt driver will be responsible for that. Here is the back of the vehicle, license plate RWM4V15. I'm pretty sure there's no significance there. It's just the license plate. Also, another vehicle that was located there was this Ford Mustang, looking really, really cool. I'm just not sure if it's an actual Cybertronian. I mean, there's a huge part of me that thinks it's going to be a Cybertronian, but because this film takes place in 1987, it could be any car. It could be an old car or a brand new looking car. That could be a Cybertronian. But I would love for this to be an Autobot or a Decepticon. I just really don't know. I mean, with the Michael Bay directed Transformers films, it was so easy to tell if something was going to transform, just because if it's an exotic, like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a Maserati or something like that, we just knew that there's a higher probability of it actually being a Cybertronian. But in this film, not so much. And that's why I'm excited about this film, because the probability of them having more of the robots in disguise concept is actually a lot higher. So very, very cool. Anyways, let's talk about some new filming locations. And one of those locations is Santa Cruz, because the new Transformers movie is seeking extras in Santa Cruz. Officials with Paramount Pictures say a new Transformers movie will be making its way to shoot scenes in Santa Cruz, and if you've ever wanted to act, now is your time, as they're looking for extras to be in the film. The spin-off titled Brighton Falls, based on the character of Bumblebee, will be shooting in Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk area from September 20th to 22nd, according to casting coordinator Mary Ellen Aviano. They are looking to cast beachy types like surfers, skaters, hippies, and beach babes and dudes. Extra will be paid $104 for 8 hours plus overtime, but must be available for all 3 days. People interested must submit headshots, contact information, height, weight, clothing size to santacruzextras@gmail.com. So if you've ever wanted to be in a Transformers movie, and if you're in the Santa Cruz area, between those 3 dates, you will definitely want to be a part of this. Don't miss out. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of another piece of Transformers movie history. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Anyways, with regards to new filming locations, if you follow Lethal Graphics on Instagram, you will see that he has taken a couple of photos of the filming that has been taking place at the the Mare Island Naval Shipyards. Now, here he has photos of Bumblebee being transported along with this black van, along with photos of the actual shipyard. Check out these photos here. I don't really know what's going on. I mean, we're not really meant to know at this point in time, but the shipyard is being really, really well lit up with all the lighting. and it's just really hard to make out what is really going to happen in this scene. I mean, this is a Bumblebee movie, and there's a scene taking place at night in a shipyard. So what could possibly be happening? No clue, but it's always fun and exciting to speculate. Anyways, like I said before, follow Lethal Graphics if you want to see more of those photos. Anyways, the last bit of news that I have for you is some more information actually about what was going on. And it says right here in the Times Herald Arts and Community section, September 7th, Vallejo Arts and Entertainment source Bumblebee film transforms Vallejo into movie set. And this was, here are a couple quotes from the location supervising location manager Jonathan J.J. Hook, and he says right here, Vallejo has got great bones. It's an anywhere America, Back to the Future type vibe. The great thing about Vallejo is there aren't these huge chain stores. There are a few other cities in California like it, but not that many. The city hasn't been turned into a strip mall. It's so good that the ending of the movie was rewritten after finding the location. Transformers films allow the improvisation, not so with a movie like Inception where you have a completely finished, polished script, but before you start and honor every word. You plan for the worst and hope for the best. That's probably the best rules to follow. Expect to be let down or given bad information at some point. Have a plan to get out of it. So what he has to say here is essentially that Vallejo really just looks like anywhere. It looks like anywhere in America, and because of the location of it, and because of, I guess, how the location has a bit of character to it, it doesn't really feel like commercialized and corporate America, where you have you know, consumerism and marketing everywhere. You don't see these big signs for these big chain stores or anything like that. It just really looks like it could be anywhere in America. So that's the great part about filming in Vallejo. And also he's mentioning that just like any other Michael Bay film, especially a Transformers film, anything can happen. There's a lot of room for improvisation, and so you got to be prepared and always be one step ahead of the game. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. But in any case, it seems like things are going well, and they picked out a really, really great location. So good that they decided to rewrite the ending just because of the location. So that's pretty significant. Anyways, in this article, it also mentions the synopsis of the film, which has already been mentioned before, but I'll just repeat it for those who forgot. Anyways, it says, on the run in the year 1987, Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. Charlie, played by Haley Steinfeld, on the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, discovers Bumblebee battle-scarred and broken. So this feels a lot like the beginning of Age of Extinction, and also a combination of the very first Transformers film, where you have a youth, like a teenager, discovering a Transformers for the first time, and also it's kind of like Age of Extinction, where Cade Yeager discovers a battle-scarred Optimus Prime. So it's a combination of the two, and I kind of like that, just because when you have a human discovering a Transformers for the first time, it really brings back that magic of the audience knowing what it's like to discover a Transformer for the first time, and that's what made the first one so great. So anyways, that's all I really got to say in this episode. I'm really just giving you an update on what has been going on, and a lot has been going on, but really not a whole lot, because we aren't really seeing a whole lot, unlike a lot of the bigger budget Michael Bay Transformers directed films where you just know that something is going on. Anyways, I have a question for you guys, because I've been reading a lot of comments and I've been seeing a lot of feedback, and I get the impression that the fandom is really divided at this point in time in the Transformers movie fandom. And that is, I want to know how many of you are actually excited about Transformers Universe Bumblebee? It seems like a huge part of the fandom isn't excited and really doesn't care and doesn't want to watch it, and another part still is interested. I, for one, am extremely interested, and the main reason why is because I think that this is a great opportunity to bring us fans something entirely new. This is a great opportunity to do that, and we're finally seeing that, because after Transformers Dark of the Moon, that was the very first time where I felt that, okay, it's time for a new direction. And then they gave us Age of Extinction. Then I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. But then after the last night, I was thinking, okay, it really is time for a new direction. And now we're getting a new direction, and that's why I'm so excited about that. I mean, we're getting Bumblebee as his original alt mode from G1. It takes place in the 1980s, and also this is a much smaller film, something that we've never gotten, especially since all the previous 5 films were all big budget, monstrous, blockbuster films. So this is going to be something different, and change is what I'm most excited about. So I've put down a link to a poll on Twitter, and I'm asking you guys, are you excited about this film? You can answer yes you are, no you aren't, or you're just completely neutral. So let me know in the Twitter poll. It's going to be up for a couple of days, and then I just really want to know how many of you guys at the Ragin Nation are actually interested, and how many of you guys are really you just don't care about this film at all. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There are more updates coming along, so please stay tuned. As always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
48 cents.
My visceral reaction is like, okay, so
Oh, is that all? Oh, I thought it'd be more.
whoa.
All right.